ATIs out there. Solino Martinez from Albany, Texas. Uh, I did say I was going to get a Q Wave, you know, to when I got the money to test it out to see if it really does work. Um, I just got fired from my job Friday, and I'm kind of, I want to save that money, as long as I can, but I'm doing it for all you TIs out there. I know y'all been trying to find peace and happiness like y'all did before we all got targeted, including myself. So I'm gonna take that lunge, and fuck, it's like 200, like 90 something bucks. But if it works, it works. I'll let all you people out there know. You know, I know a lot of people, a lot of TIs get it worse than me. I get it just as bad as the others, and some don't even get it that worse at all. I know all the ones that get DEW every day. That's pretty harsh. That's a lot on somebody's soul. That's everyday deal. Just gotta push through. That's hard because only had a little bit of that. I've experienced just a little bit of that on me. They put some dynamic shit on me when I was awake. You know, and I know they fuck with my legs. They use it to burn me between my knees. Like it left 2 dots over fucking a month. That shit was on fire, man. I'm talking about like where it almost went numb. That's how hot it was, but just enough to keep it like hurt. But I'm constantly getting V2K. I've been V2K since May 12, 2016. Every day, every hour, from the moment I go to sleep to the moment I wake up. Sometimes they alter my dreams for the worst. Uh, they tested my faith with God. Uh, you know, they gave me dynamic shit when I was asleep too, and I could also hear them too. They can watch your dreams. They can watch your dreams while you sleep. Because I had one woman tell her group, when I was listening to them, teaching these young dudes and fucking and everything, make them dream of a helicopter, so he won't hear us. So I don't know. That was when I was awake, still awake. So everything I heard when I was awake of them, they're now trying to say that it was just a dream. He was just dreaming, But no, everything I heard and seen what they were doing was when I was awake. But they're starting to use this tactic on me, telling all these people here in Albany that Albany, Texas, that he was just asleep, he was just dreaming, and the fucked up thing is, they'll give one of my family members a nightmares because they done it to me. They gave me a nightmare, of my family members, some evil shit, and and then they'll use that, they'll just say they were dreaming, and it was a fucking dream. And then if something does bad happen, they'll just be like, well, he said it was just a dream. I'm fucked either way on that deal, you know. I guess I could say it's my fault because I did tell them earlier in the months of 2016 when this shit was happening that I haven't had a bad dream in a long time, and boom, instantly, just fucking bad dreams. I had fighting dreams. I had dynamic shit put on me. I had sexual dreams. It was like they were trying to test me. They even asked me in my dream, if you join, you'll never be poor again. And my response was always like, I can't do that. So, but I know they watched some of my dreams because I could hear them. You know, it wasn't voices from my dream; it was voices from out of my dream. You know, and astral projection as well. They use that as well. I guess it's just like to them it's fun. It's like a game. They can astral project in the astral plane, and one woman that always says he's talking about his mom, or it's his mother, or he's lying. Uh, you know, there's 2 girls talking about in my kitchen when I was astral projecting, and they're same girls that were in their group, and that woman, she wasn't in the astral projection plane, but she was watching it. She was like, they don't see him. So they called this dude named Steven, and he came running from across the street. It's crazy. This is crazy. I know TIs out there know that this is real, and all those perpetrators know it's real too. and everybody else is just, just hearing this conversation either through a phone, because these perpetrators will say, they'll transmit it to a phone and be like, you know what, he's just been bugged, his house is bugged, and they don't know, and all this other bullshit. And most of the time, I'm just, speaking through with my mind. I don't even have to say nothing verbally, and people can hear me, wherever the fuck they are here in Albany. I know some of them, I still haven't named quite a bit because they'll just lie, they'll just make me look even more crazier. And every TI knows that, it's hard to, win a case in the court. Because, and all you TIs, man, I figured a way, how you can record them. You can also get a 360 microphone, 3D DO microphone that picks up the smallest sound, because when you're asleep, believe it or not, they're using this technology for their own sexual pleasure, teaching young dudes, young girls, housewives, fucking other dudes, while you're asleep, they're training each other, how to last longer in bed, for their own sexual pleasure. And at the same time, if you have nightmares, they're using this shit, to show people like this what happened to him in his past, this what's already happened, when it's just a fucked up dream, they can watch that shit, and that's why I'm trying to let you TIs know out there that I'm gonna buy this Q-Wave, because they can do all kinds of shit with this technology, and I'm gonna buy this Q-Wave. I told all these people that watched my video previously that I will buy a Q-Wave when I get the money. I got the money, and I'm gonna do it for all you TIs out there. That way I can know if it's a fraud, if it's not a fraud. I'll let y'all know from the bottom of my heart. That way you won't have to spend your own money on something that won't work. I'll take that little plunge myself for y'all. As well for myself, I hope through God that it works, because a lot of you get DW, and right now I'm getting V2K like a motherfucker, and they use everything against me. Even if I'm just having a conversation with somebody in person, they'll record my conversation. If I say yes or something like that, and while I'm asleep, or when they're showing somebody something, they'll be like, well, I can't even hear them though. They'll ask like a question like, Lino, did you do this and that and that, and they'll go back to the recording of me on a previous day that said yes, and they'll play that for the people they want it to hear. They want to hear the word yes. They can do that as well, and that's the fucked up thing about it, because they will manipulate the situation for their purpose, and their purpose right now, their goal is to get Lino Martinez, which is me, to move out of the state of Texas, because from the very beginning they told me go back home, go back to Mexico. They even chanted it. It was like a damn fucking goddamn army. They are an army. They're growing bigger and bigger and bigger every day. They bring in new people. No, it's not just here in Albany, Texas. I know a lot of you people out there that are going to watch my video here on YouTube are from all over the world. And, and about masturbation, I have put it in my other video. I have masturbated to, like, X videos, over women, and, I'm not addicted to it. But every now and then, that shit's crazy. And then they'll turn it around and be like, you know what, he was masturbating to his own family or some shit. Or, to some little girl or some shit like that. Because they'll, like, at the moment when I'm, like, about to, like, release, I guess you would say. I know this is embarrassing for most people to, like, even talk about this. But, they'll hurt and throw a name out there, So it would like try to register in my head. That way it'll show up on their goddamn computer screen or their audio. I really haven't. I can like see it, and I've seen it. And it will pop up, and they'll be like, "Well, see, look, he did this. He released to someone underage or some shit like that," and that's how they can try to imprison somebody or get somebody to go to jail, because remote neuron devices, just like every other TI out there, and the ones that are listening that may, stumble across this video that don't know that's one of their ultimate goals on the target individual is to, you know, make them go insane, hospitalize them, you know, make it seem like they got schizophrenic when they don't, you know, because I know I don't got schizophrenic, because if you people can hear me out there, you know, whether you're in Albany, Abilene, and all the surrounding areas, even though they'll transmit it through a phone or a website or whatever, and I'm just using my mind, you know I ain't schizophrenic because I'm talking to somebody, and the ones that show you this audio or wherever you got this audio from, you got to think about it. Who got this audio? You know, my house ain't bugged. You got to think about that. You know, and most people don't think about it. They just, you know, they don't think. They hear what they want, what this group wants them to hear, and you know, like this one young girl. I mean, she's way underage. I was actually, you know, I wasn't actually looking at him, but because, you know, I ain't trying to look at him. I ain't trying to listen to him. You know, I can't see him sometimes. And this older woman, you know, was teaching this this young kid how to masturbate or last longer in bed and shit. And they're also doing some fucked up shit at the same time. So the younger girl that's like, you know, listening, trying to keep an eye out, tells the other group that's, you know, use everybody. And all of a sudden, these other chicks were like, everybody in Albany knows you're a pedophile, pedosocket, or some shit like that. You know, they're trained. You know, what to say, what not to say, and they're on that side too. They're controlled. You know, they don't think they're controlled, but they do what people tell them to do. Especially like, you know, they're told what to do. They're told who they can look at. You know, sometimes, but sometimes, you know, they look at everybody. You know. They use all that shit, you know, that technology, spy on people's houses and shit, you know, see what they're doing, people they think's hot, you know, people they want to bring in, and that's how they use me, you know. Like I said in my other videos, they use me, and they try to use my family members and say, and, you know, every time I hear somebody, you know, they're out, you know, they're out. Every person I hear, you know, that say that, they all use the same words. They're out, you know. So what makes me believe that you were even, you know, on the good side? Because that's all I hear, you know. Even the pedophiles in this goddamn satanic sex ring say the exact same thing, you know, you're out. And there's a lot of people in this shit. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't know about it, and then there's a lot of people that just, you know, just listen to the audios, the recordings, or some shit like that. And that right there is going to be like, everybody's going to be like, well, goddamn, man, we heard it, you know. They heard, you heard what they want you to hear. They can fuck with your dreams. And I already know, you know, I already know that they were going to tell everybody, you know, they were going to all say that, you know, that they were all dreaming, you know. You know, they do that, you know, just to try to stay ahead of you. Stay two steps ahead of you, you know. It's a struggle. I know that much, you know. And I do cuss a lot back at them, and I do, you know, say a lot of shit, you know. But goddamn, man, they'll push you to the point where, you know, you just won't give a fuck no more. And I try to hold on to that, you know. Like in the beginning, I always said I gotta care when no one else don't care. I gotta walk in faith, and I can't let anger get in my heart. And that's three things they fucking fuck with. They fuck with my faith with God, or they tested it, because I still believe in God no matter what. They couldn't make me believe I was possessed, because I know I ain't possessed. That's one thing they couldn't do. Even though all the demonic shit they put on me when I was asleep and when I was awake, they can't do that shit, you know. They failed on that. But they'll try, you know. They'll try other ways, you know, to fuck with my faith, you know. They, you know, they try to get me not to care, you know. But I'm still trying to care, even though I've said a lot of shit. And, you know, it's just really hard. A lot of people that get V2K may not get as bad as some do, some don't. I'm not trying to be like I'm better than anybody, you know. I do keep telling myself I'm a champ, you know, try to motivate myself. Uh, you know, it gets hard. It's rough. But like I said, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna keep on trying to, because like right now I can hear them, V2K and me, you know, and that's the only thing they use it for. Besides, like fuck people up, fuck them over, or, some shit like that. Try to get the whole community to start hating on them. That's their goal. They're trying to get me to move out of Albany, and I told them in the beginning I got nothing to run from, you know. So, and they always keep telling themselves that they're winning. I mean, we're winning. That's what the words they use. And I already know they recorded that shit when I'm getting V2K right now, because they're gonna use that against me. And but whatever. I just tell them, in the end, when we all pass, because some of them are gonna fucking die before I am, and I'm gonna die before some of them. They're all gonna have to pay the ultimate price. Especially the ones that put that economic shit on me and fuck with my dreams, because no one in the world should have that kind of power. You know, and that shit comes from Satan. And because if you can fuck with someone's dreams and give them nightmares and put demonic shit on them when they're awake, and have fucking demonic voices when you're awake too, fucking like speak towards you, then that's from Satan. You're doing Satan's work. That ain't from God. Whether you think it's funny, whether you want to laugh about it, like, well, he ain't dead, we didn't kill him, you're just still doing Satan's work, because at the same time, you're not on the side that's being getting fucked with. You're on the side that's thinking it's funny, laughing. Well, he didn't die, So no, you fuck with their mind, and the devil knows that he loves that shit, because he knows that it's fucking with a TI target individual's mind, and it's testing their faith with God spiritually, and that's why the devil he found a way to fuck with God's people. He will fucking target anybody that believes in God, and he'll either bring them in with sexually, and they'll all start using this for sex, and the ones he knows that are really good at, that won't fucking fall into that trap, he'll fuck with them. He'll have them people, do all kinds of shit. And they'll say, well, we did it ourselves, because you're this and that and this and that and that, But there's a lot of people. I ain't no pedophile. And I didn't do no shit with my mom like that. And they'll, because there's a lot of TIs out there in the world, not just in the United States, everywhere. They're going through some shit like this. And some of them don't even know what the fuck's going on still. But like I said, they use this shit for their own sexual pleasure all day, all night. That's it. That's all they do it for. And I kind of want to believe that they got a few people that they get to listen. They let listen to this shit. To make them believe that what they're doing is for the good. And they only let them hear certain things. But at the same time, they don't let them hear what all the fucked up shit they did to me, by talking all this shit to me and putting that demonic shit, and them using this fucking device for their own sexual pleasure. But like I said, I ain't moving from Albany, Texas. And I stated a couple months back, before I made a Facebook and before I had a phone and before I made this YouTube channel, that if my parents or family members ever moved from Albany, Texas, it was because that satanic pedophile sex ring did it. And if I ever die before my time, they made it look like that satanic pedophile ring made it look like it was from natural causes. Or they'll try to say one of his family members did it, or did something, or offed his family off. When I know damn well I ain't gonna do no shit like that. Cause they got everybody believing that Lino Martinez is crazy, that he would do some shit like that. Because at one point I did say I was gonna get a gun and shoot every motherfucker. But I won't do that. That's what they want me to do. So they can prove to everybody that Lena was crazy. But I ain't crazy. The other thing is, everything I say in this shit, they'll use against me. Right? But all you TIs out there, man, y'all stay strong, dude. Because y'all keep on fighting. Don't stay silent. Because that's what they wanted me to do. They wanted me to stay silent. And I'm finally speaking out. And for that, they're making everybody believe that Leno's family is bad. Because they don't want nobody to believe Leno Martinez. Because they know, I know, what the fuck they're doing with that shit. So that's why in the beginning they always wanted me to go to Mexico. Because if I went to another town here in Texas, I let people know what the fuck's going on. But for every TI out there, it's like I did make a promise to you that I was going to buy a Q-Wave. Hopefully it don't get lost in the mail. Hopefully it works. And I'll let y'all know how it goes. I'll make another video when I receive it. Hopefully I receive it and hopefully it works. And if it don't, I'll let you know it don't. But if it does, I'll definitely let you know that you should purchase one. And I don't want you to spend your money if it don't work. Because every TI knows that it's hard to keep a job. I've been on my 3rd job since this happened. And I just got fired Friday, April 31st. Or what was it? Friday, 28th, 27th. But anyway, today is May 1st, 2017. I'm still getting TI'd. Still getting V2K'd, remote neural monitoring. Every now and then I probably will get the DAW. And noise campaign, slow down quite a bit, but if I say that now, they'll probably bring it back up. They'll try to target my family members. If I do buy this Q-Wave, they always say starting his family, his mom, or his dad, or his sister, just to keep me stressed out, because I know how fucked up they can do some shit with this shit. And they just always need somebody to, make look bad. That way they can keep it on doing what they're doing. Because they already know, I know what the fuck they're doing. And how else do you think they got money to fund this shit? Because they make pornos as well. Anyway, I'll let y'all know how it goes. Stay safe out there. For all you TIs that think your family members might be on it, don't believe that shit, man. Because they can fucking manipulate the situation so goddamn bad. And they can, record your family members' conversations as well, without your family members even fucking knowing it. And it will seem like some of your family is a part of it, but they're not. Your family's your family. They love y'all. They love you from the day you were born to the day you die. Your blood. And they'll always try to get me to think bad about my family, you know, and they've been trying to you know, repetition. They've been trying to put shit in my head and think negative of my family when I know it ain't my family doing anything to me. And like I said, V2K is a motherfucker. And they know it. Why else would they have me fucking listening to all these girls getting fucked, underage and of age? But some of them, you know, I think it's a, I don't know what it is. I don't know why they keep doing that, because they always get pissed off, and you know, I always get pissed off when I hear them, and then sometimes I can see them, you know, and there's some underage dudes and girls that get trained, you know, how to last longer in bed. So why would they V2K me? Why? I mean, I know it's a two-way deal. They can shut it off. Why would they do that? Why would they have me listen to that shit? Because they want me to masturbate. They want me to get horny and to look at, you know, porn or something, you know, to keep making me look bad. I believe that's what it is, or that's what came to my head, you know, just now. Because I don't understand why they would keep on, you know, at the same time some of these girls get pissed off, you know, like, oh, look at her, you know, and, or, what are you listening for? What are you looking for? You know, and shit like that. And they keep telling him he won't move, you know, he won't move away, he won't move, and shit like that. I mean, it's fucked up. Like, I tell them, I'm not the one that fucking got the R&M device. I'm not the one fucking with people. I'm not the one fucking having Lena Martinez fucking listen to y'all and fucking to be able to see y'all. I'm not the one doing that shit. Y'all the motherfuckers doing it. I told them in the beginning, you know, if it was up to me, I'd have it where I couldn't see you or fucking hear a goddamn word from you. Ever in my life. So, I never understood in the beginning how all of a sudden I'd, you know, see somebody fucking, or, you know, hearing somebody fucking, and all of a sudden, instantly, they started yelling my name, like, God damn it, you know, and all this shit, how they know that quickly, you know? That's so goddamn quick. Like, I didn't even know I was gonna see and hear that shit. Like, damn, how'd you know I was, you know what I mean? It's all set up. I got people laughing at me, man, while I'm making this video through V2K. They think it's funny, like I said. They'll mock, they'll laugh, they'll bullshit, and they'll be like, fuck, he didn't die, so we're good, right? I mean, I think that's how they fucking see it. I mean, why else would they keep on doing it? But they'll always have to answer to God, every one of them that can hear me right now. And if you ain't talking shit about Lena Martinez, then I ain't talking about you. I'm talking to ones that always talk shit to me. But if I can hear you laugh, man, you are a part of that group. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, through V2K, if I can hear you laugh, I can hear you mock, I can hear you fucking bullshit, and sometimes I can see y'all, then you are a part of that group. Because one way or another, you got told about it. You didn't get harassed. You got told about it. So you are a part of that group. Well, all you TIs, like I said, all you targeted individuals, including myself, I am going to buy a Q-Wave. I had one guy comment on me that it didn't work, but, you know, I'm always the type of guy, you know, to try things out for myself, because I ain't going to take no one's word for it, you know. I'm going to try it out for myself, see if it works, and if it does work, I'll definitely let y'all know. And I won't bullshit y'all. I won't say it works when it don't work. If it don't work, I'll let you know it didn't work. and don't spend your money. But if it fucking works, I'll let y'all know, because 279 bucks is 279 bucks you can use on something else, you know. And every TI knows it's hard to, you know, keep a job, because they do all the skits, street theaters, what the correct term for it is, and they make you look bad at work or some shit like that. Or if you watch my other previous video, hell, I got fired over some bullshit. But I believe that one guy, man, one of them, I couldn't hold nothing against him because he didn't know what V2K and R&M is, and I told him, I was like, for that, man, I can't hold that against you, because I didn't know what it was until I started getting messed with. But I got fired over some bullshit, man. But at the same time, I also think that they might have known. Because Albany, Texas is a small ass fucking town. There's like only 2,000 people that live, just a little over 2,000 people that live in this town. So, like I said, all you TIs out there, y'all stay safe. Remember to relax. And I gotta preach those own words to myself, because it's hard. It's better. It's easier said than done. But y'all keep on fighting. Stay strong. And God bless. Always have God, and always think of God. You know, always think of God. No matter what, God always gonna be there for you, even though it don't seem like it. He's always there. He's watching. He's watching everything that's going on in your life. Whether you done something in your past, whether someone had a grudge against you just to fucking fuck with you, you know, this shit is not the right way to fuck with somebody. So, all you TIs out there, y'all stay safe. God bless. And may God be with you and your families.